Maybe some of you guys are aware, there's a lot of scammers, there's a lot of fake accounts that have been happening, especially for some reason, readers. And it's happened to amazing readers like Mystic Moon, Sister Moon Tarot, Fire Witch Tarot, so many amazing people who work so diligently to be able to post content on Instagram, on TikTok, here on YouTube, and we've got these folks that seem to think it's okay to create accounts under our names, Celestial Forecast by Carrie, Mystic Moon Oracles, and then they'll go ahead and add an underscore either at the end, in the middle, or however way to just slightly change it up. They'll add an S at the end, they'll add like an extra letter somewhere here and there, just to be able to change up the name and to basically pass themselves off as the original account. So in my case, I've had fraudulent activity as far as scammers trying to duplicate my Instagram page. We had one where they added an underscore in the beginning. Another one put an underscore at the end. Another one decided to put underscores on both sides. Another one decided that it would be a great idea to eliminate the S altogether, to add an R. I mean, it's ridiculous. And so I thought it would be a great idea just for people who were my real followers to look at the profile photo that I have, especially on my Instagram, where it says that my official account has over 6,000 followers. If you don't see at least, at this point, I believe it's 6,300 followers and or more at this point. So if you don't see that, if it doesn't match up to the profile photo, it's not me. I wouldn't ever solicit you privately for a reading request. That's just not something that I or any other reader would do. If you want a reading, you come to me, or if you go to the person that you're interested in. It's not something that we would ever reach out and say, hey, want a reading? That's not something we do. So just a heads up, guys, please be mindful of that. Just be careful of who's reaching out to you, because there are definitely a lot of scammers out there, a lot of fraudulent activity happening, and it's compromising our accounts because for some reason, even though it's been reported and blocked, Instagram doesn't seem to think it's an issue, and they simply get back to us and say it doesn't go against their community guidelines, which if you look at their community guidelines, it absolutely does go against their community guidelines. So I totally don't get it. But all we can do at this point is continue to report and block and hope that eventually they get the message and either take it down on their own or hopefully Instagram steps in. Doesn't happen as much on Facebook, but I believe some people have experienced it on TikTok, and I've definitely experienced it on YouTube, where people seem to think it's okay to go ahead and steal content, videos. They'll try to doctor it up and just try to pass it off as their own. So if you follow these people, just be mindful of the content that they're posting. It's just unbelievable, really, the amount of fraudulent accounts that are created time and time again. And for some reason, in the tarot community, for readers who put in content and actually are able to build a following, you've got these people that seem to come in and steal content from those accounts, those channels and pages. And it's just disconcerting that, especially on Instagram, we don't have that following, or at least we don't have the backup from Instagram to be able to be confident that if it's reported and blocked, they're going to back us up and actually take down that page. It doesn't happen, unfortunately. But all we can do is to inform our audience, specifically to let you guys know, especially if we've got people that are reaching out to you guys and saying or pretending to be us and wanting to solicit services. Hey, book a reading with me. I've got this and this going on. I've got a special going on. whatever the case is. A legit reader won't do that. We have our own websites. We have certain protocols that we got to follow, And so if anyone's ever interested in a reading with me and any other reader that you are gravitating towards here on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, there's a website that you could go to and book that reading. So 0 time will we ever reach out to a follower, a subscriber, and say, hey, are you interested in a reading? So just be mindful of that, guys, because it's happening constantly. And even though Instagram doesn't take down these accounts, the people that are really getting hurt by this are those that are being scammed out of money, out of services, or being given readings that are just not legit. So just an FYI on that. All right, guys, so that's where I'll leave that, and I will try to, I think I'll go ahead and have it on the screen, at least the ones that I am aware of that have created fake accounts, especially, namely on Instagram. And I mean, as always, if you guys ever see content that is posted elsewhere that belongs to Celestial Forecast by Carrie or any other reader that you follow, and you know that it's not on their channel, please let them know. Please let me know. Report, block, do whatever you need to in order to get that taken down. Because in my opinion, YouTube is definitely more proactive and more dedicated towards protecting creators with legitimate content. And so it's happened to me, and I've had to report them, and they've actually done their part to take down those channels, fake accounts that do steal content from other people. On Instagram, not so much. All right, guys, so that's where I'll leave that one.